Penis.
Beef?
Wait, hold on. Let's from the top.
Doplex.
1, 2, 3. This is Beefboys. Let's go. Let's Beefboy this
Beefboys.
shit. That's James.
Hey.
That's James.
That's Andrew.
I could say my own goddamn name.
That has the potential to be Doplex.
Can we start for real? What the fuck is going on?
Man.
Alright, let's behave ourselves real quick.
Now show us your dick.
I don't have it.
Hey, welcome to Beefboys. Everyone say your name in order.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Guys,
please go ahead.
guys, I don't mean to interrupt Kudos. I'm sorry. This is
It's alright.
kind of scary. I think Corpse husband is here.
Uh-oh.
No, he isn't.
Damn it, James.
Get fucked, Andrew. I ruined
You were
your
supposed
bit.
to play along.
Fuck you, Andrew. You guys are all from interesting parts of America, so I feel like there might be at least one thing here. But I saw this thing on Twitter or something, and it was like the local, I don't know, food safety association of some state or other, and it was advising people to not eat the specific dish, which I guess is like an iconic dish from this area. It might have been like North Dakota or some weird fucking place like that. Sorry if you're from North Dakota, but that seems like a weird place to me. But it was, I can't remember what the food was, but it was essentially just like raw beef or something, or raw meat in some way. And it was like posted on Facebook being like, oh, you know, hey, just so you know, I know this is a local delicacy and you guys have been eating it for a while, but it's actually very risky. And then there's all these boomers commenting being like, I've been eating this dish since 1940 and I've never gotten sick once. You're just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. But do you guys have anything like that? Are there any like weird, like local foods from where you're from, or just kind of local things in general, which is like kind of unhealthy or dangerous, but everyone's just done it forever, so it's like whatever?
I went to a Chinese restaurant that got shut down for serving dog once.
Oh.
That was cool. That's not even like being racist. That actually
That's
happened.
gotta be the worst. Like, fuck.
Where do you
It's just
get
like eating there the night before, and then that comes on the news, and you're like,
Well, no,
God damn it!
I mean, it was like years before, but it was when I lived in Mexico. Like the one Chinese, yes, there are Chinese places in Mexico, but like the one Chinese place I would go to, like I remember seeing, like I don't even remember if it was like a Facebook article or something, but it was like pretty much this Chinese restaurant. They would catch like stray animals, like dogs and shit, and like they'd cook them and serve them to people. And I've eaten there before, so there's a strong chance that I've eaten dog. I know that wasn't your question, Kudos, but
No, that's a great.
Just reminded me of
that's
that.
a great answer. I was going to ask what the logistics of that is, because even after you mentioned it was in Mexico, I'm still like, how do you? Because like I'm pretty sure in China they actually farm like dogs and cats or whatever.
yeah.
I think they do that in Greece as well. They do it in a couple of different countries.
Yeah, there's places, but
can
like
get,
you have to
like,
think
dog.
about like logistically, how do you like serve an animal? You can't just
Right.
They're not just like getting people's home pets. Like they raise them and grow them to be meat, which is a really grim thought. So I was like, how do you do that in like America or even Mexico? Like, how do you? So the stray thing makes sense.
Snatch them.
Was it also
like,
that kind of dog where it's like it's just generic dog? Like you just.
So. I mean, I didn't meet the dogs before I ate them.
Actually,
I didn't even eat them. I don't know if I ate them.
But I mean, like, you know, you go to certain
might
like
be, yeah,
you go to certain countries or certain cities or whatever, and the dog there is just dog. Like there's not like like, oh, there's a German Shepherd and there's a poodle and there's a no. It's just like, imagine the most default dog ever. Like when I went to Bali, you see dogs everywhere, and they're just like. The guy just like defaulted to the first dog he found on the Unity asset store and just called it like it's there's no unique variants. It's all just dog and maybe a slightly different like fur color. Speaking of Mexico, I stumbled across the interesting phenomenon that is cartel Twitter today.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, would you please explain, because you sent that in the chat.
Yes,
and I didn't really get a chance to fully dive in.
So from what I can tell, cartel Twitter is pretty much it's on the label, right? It's Twitter, but I guess either for cartel members or people who just fantasize or like fetishize that lifestyle. which is really bizarre, but then also not when you think about it. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, well, of course people in cartels and gangs and stuff have Twitter and phones and everything, you know, like they're people too. But it's just weird.
Yeah,
like,
but it's weird. Fetishize. Is that how you say fetishize? Fetishize?
Yeah,
fetishize.
You can say whatever you want, my friend. Because there was the one I found in particular was like all these fan cams of like dudes with gold-plated AKs and pistols and like cool duplex VHS effects of like fucking drug running, like biplane. No, not biplanes. The little fucking mini planes landing in like remote locations, and then like offloading coke off like a fucking pickup and stuff. It's just. But like again, it shows like all the fun stuff and like piles of money and all this shit. Right. They don't show the bit where you have to like peel a guy's face off because he knocked on you, or like the bit where they hang people from like
drive by katana decapitations, like just crazy fucking grim ways of murdering people.
Yeah, it was just really interesting. I don't know. It's weird to see like into that lifestyle in such a, I don't know, like a banal way. It's like, oh, there's their Twitter account. I mean, I couldn't understand it because it was in Spanish, but their fan cam certainly got the message across that being in a cartel is based.
Yeah.
And red pill.
You're scrolling through like video after video of people getting killed in vicious ways, and then just Stan Pedro. Yeah. This really nice fan cam. You're like, what
Andrew, that's very racist.
Is it racist?
That's very you just be pulled Pedro out of your ass.
I think you meant Pedro, like Pedro Pascal. Wait, because he's in Narcos. Wait, you know he's not. No, sorry, he's not. He's not one of the narcos in it. Never mind.
Yeah,
that is a very handsome man. He's almost as handsome as you, Doplex.
I love Pedro Pascal.
He's such a cool dude.
That guy's a damn good actor.
Aww. Yeah,
I know. He seems like such a nice guy too.
Like not like, you know, not to be like gay or anything, but he's kind of hot. Like I would kind of like suck his ass a little bit. You know?
Wait,
I would
what?
Slurp his noodle.
Like if we went to the cool Chinese place Doplex was talking about, he'd buy you some noodles and you'd slurp them down. Anyway, it's just weird to see, like, I don't know if it was like trying to recruit people into cartels or what. Furthermore, the video editing, not bad. They had good VHS filters and presets, had some good transitions. But hey, if any cartel members, if you want me to like edit some shit for you, hit me up.
Can you imagine getting contract work from like some guy in the cartel? He's like, "Hey fucker, we need you to edit this." I don't know if that's how they talk, but like, "Hey fucker, we need you to edit this this beheading. You think you could do that?" Well, that's I'll slap some Lumitri presets and fucking make it look real nice.
That's to me. That's like, again, there's something so funny about like turning something so eccentric and out there, like being in a cartel where you like behead people and fucking traffic millions of dollars of drugs, and then you just have some guy on payroll who's your video editor. Like,
right. But you got to think on the other side of that, and not to get political, but you know, you've seen army commercials are like ba da. Sorry, they're all like ba da 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 da. And then it's all these like fucking troops are like, "Oh, this is cool, man. I got this fucking broad. She got huge ass titties. I got a Camaro." But in reality, you know what they're doing out there. You know what you know exactly what they're doing out there.
My favorite one I've seen recently is like, the world says Gen Z isn't doing anything. I'm proving them wrong. And it's just a montage of them like running through mud and shit. It's like, who are you advertising to? Gen Z? They don't want to do that shit.
Mud runners? Yeah, I don't know. It's because I feel like the mafia's been fetishized for so long. And you got all those fucking weird guys on TikTok who like dress up like mafiosos and shit and like try and act real badass, and it's like, that is not what the mafia would do. Yeah, but I guess it's because the cartel's a bit like separated just geographically. You don't kind of see it so much, so when you finally do, you're like, interesting.
So that's what it looks like. Well, as we all know, what the mafia actually does, and if Bugs Bunny has taught me anything, they say really witty quotes. Really witty quotes you can put on T-shirts.
Exactly.
You know,
and if you want to see more of that information, you can check out Andrew Miller's iconic video titled.
I actually don't remember what I changed the title recently, and I don't remember what it's called.
I think it's called. Do you want to see Lola Bunny's asshole? Real? Question mark.
Yeah, you can tell which one it is because it's the problem with the age of consent. And there's a anamorphic wolf with his arms crossed, looking at the screen,
giving a really hard opinion, taking a real hard take on it.
I love those memes that you see on Twitter where it's screenshots from like furry channels with like 500 subs.
Yeah.
Where they're like the truth about 9/11 or like just like really like the hardest takes possible, and it's some dragon with his arms crossed.
Yeah, it's being delivered by a furry. I feel like that's like the funniest thing. Like, granted, furries are people too, and they deserve to have an opinion, but we deserve to laugh at it because it's so funny when it's painted in that way. Like, just take it out of context. It's so good.
I just love that meme where it's like everybody gangster till the YouTube commentator's avatar crosses his arms. Oh, I love that. Such a weird niche, but like, respect if that's what if that's you or that's what you're into. Fair chat. It's just interesting.
I want to go down that rabbit hole sometime.
James, what are your thoughts on furries?
They shouldn't have rights, probably. You know, they're opting into another lifestyle. That's on them.
Right, yeah. Would you ever like have sex with would you ever like, you know, put on a suit and like have sex in the suit?
Probably not. I don't know if my dick's big enough to get all out there and everything.
You think the guys who are in furry suits have big dicks?
Probably.
Do you reckon furries, like fursuits, would be cozy enough that you could climb like Mount Everest in them or something? Like it would keep you insulated enough?
Keep you warm.
Yeah.
That's the secret to not dying. You could scale any mountain as long as you're wearing a fucking Sonic Fox costume or whatever that guy's name is.
That's what I was going to bring him up. Yeah, because he just like does these. He's like one of the best like fighting game players of all time, and then he just hops up on stage in full fursuit. What if there's like the equivalent to that, but for Mount Everest climbers? Like he's just fucking whipping his way up the mountain in a full fursuit. Like, yeah,
that's the secret. Yeah, that's why he's so good. Is it's the fursuit, man. It's giving him like Duracell energy. Duracell.
You know the famous photo of that, like, I think it's called like Blue Jacket or something? Like the famous photo of like the one frozen dead guy on the way up to Everest.
Oh yeah. That's so grim. Or like yellow.
Just that, but a furry.
Just that, but it's some like pelican guy dressed up as like Toucan Sam.
He's frozen like Han Solo in the carbonite, like
with his dick out,
and everyone's like, "Oh, his dick's like, you know how brass statues are always like worn in places where people touch it, like his dick's so shiny from people rubbing it for good luck."
It's like a Buddha at like a casino entrance. Like people like jacking him off before they climb.
Oh yeah, make sure to turn right at the blue fursuit. I love the idea that like Sonic Fox or whatever gets real cocky and he's like, yeah, now I'm gonna crush Mount Everest. It just dies before the first base camp. Like it's low enough that they could probably quite easily remove his body, but they leave it there as a marker anyway.
Just the core at that point.
Oh Jesus! Isn't there like, if you want to climb Mount Everest, isn't it so popular these days? There's like literally a line to the top.
Wait, really?
I've heard,
wait in line to like possibly die.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people, because I mean, fuckloads of people die, and it's that really fucking weird thing where you just have to leave them. Like you'll fucking like hear someone dying, and you're like, well, if I go help them, that could be me.
Yeah. It's like
what a scary fucking situation. Like I could never imagine like, because like I've gone hiking before, but like I can't imagine like going hiking but in like negative degree weather, and there's like a good chance you might just freeze to death
or fall in a ravine or it's terrifying, man. I hate that idea.
The fuck, I don't want to do that. I mean, more power to people who do it, but
respect. It's funny because it's one of those situations where it's like, you didn't need to be here. This was not integral to life. You chose this death.
I've never had that, like, I'm going to do it because I can, and like I want to know, like that curiosity factor of like putting yourself in super dangerous situations. I've never understood that. I'm like, why?
Right.
Bro, I can just fucking do it in
Like, I
Skyrim,
can do
eh?
so many other cool things and not die.
Yeah.
And like you got VR where you could do that shit like completely safe, you know? Like that one guy, it's kind of sad, but that one dude who was like a really good parkour, I don't know what we call parkourist or whatever the fuck. But that guy who would like scale buildings in China and he like fell off like the highest one because he was like recording himself and he was like doing like some crazy shit and you just see him like he just drops off like a fucking
that? I think we might have talked about that before, maybe not on this podcast, but was it the guy who was like he's hanging off like a ledge and he's recording himself and he's like being real cocky and he's like doing like chin-ups on the ledge, and then you just, you know, when you go to the gym or do exercise, you get to that point where it's like I just physically cannot do another. And he does that, except he's now over like, it actually wasn't that, it was like a really tall building, but there was like a ledge below him. So it was only like 3 stories or 4 stories, still really high, and he died. But it's not like he fell like 50 floors, but it's still like, I mean, it sucks because he died, but it was also like the fact he was like doing pull-ups. And it's kind of scary because you can just see that moment where he realizes like, oh, I don't physically have the power to lift myself up anymore.
Yeah.
Like I wasted my shot.
What a fucking scary feeling. Like, it's like my body's saying no, so I guess I'm gonna die. That must suck, dude.
That's
I
a
always
big
think
self-betrayal.
I always think that in a moment like that, I'm fat as shit, but if I was like hanging off a cliff, my body would be like, nah. We're not. There's no way. Like we're enacting something else here.
Yeah.
We got to have overdrive. But then you watch that and you're like, no, that doesn't. You die.
Yeah, because you think adrenaline would kick in, right, or something would happen. But yeah, it's a horror.
Yeah.
Again, he didn't need to be there, so it's kind of on him.
Yeah. Well, I think he was like a YouTuber or something. Like,
sure,
you know, he was like a parkour YouTuber. So you know the mindset of the content seekers. It's like I'm gonna shoot my wife in the head, but it's gonna be a fake gun. But it's a real gun. Oh no.
Oh no!
I hope I never get to that point where I'm like, I hope I never get to that point, like, or like how fucking Logan Paul filmed like the Body in the Suicide Forest, where you're just so lost in like the content creation that pretty much. So you're so lost in the source, that you don't even stop to think about like what you're doing. Yeah. Like that parkour guy is like, what if I fucking flex and do pull-ups to really show off, and then he just fucking dies.
Right. Yeah. I gotta wonder, like, I feel like if you're making shit, just like in general, if you're just like, if you're one of those guys who like really get lost in content creation and like completely disregard like common sense and shit like that, like I want to pick into their brain like a fucking rat. I want to see like what makes them tick, you know? I want to know what makes them do that.
People like Logan Paul, he's got like I think at that time was he doing that like fucking Jake Paul everyday bro type shit, like he had to have something up every day or like really consistently. So I'm not saying that excuses it, but that's probably like what went into that. It's like, oh fuck, if we don't upload today, then we're not, you know, like we need to use the suicide forest footage because otherwise like we're not gonna have a video uploaded today. So just put, you know, I don't know. Did you ever actually watch the video, any of you guys? I never could bring myself to.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch the whole thing. I just like watched that part.
Yeah, I just
it's a Logan Paul vlog. I didn't really care. It was more of like the thing of like, oh, I want to see this. I want to see what everybody's talking about.
And you're like, oh, that's not good.
That's not acceptable. While he's wearing a dumb like minion hat and shit.
Dude, I always forget that he's wearing the stupid fucking Toy Story hat.
That was the ultimate thing. Like
that's what really makes it.
Yeah, it's like on top of, you know, there's no way you can act sincere or be serious when you've got a fucking Toy Story like alien head on.
Yeah, like imagine if he had like, if it just, the camera pans over to him, he's like, damn guys, that's really sad. He just has a fucking Toy Story hat on.
Well, that's what did happen. We don't need to imagine
exactly what happened.
That's real. That exists.
Yeah, he looks like a kid at Disneyland. Like all he's missing is like a snow cone or something.
Guys, this isn't poggers at all. Oh, Logan, what a fella!
Oh,
what a guy!
He's rich. I'm jealous. I wish I could be Logan Paul for a day. Just see what that's like. You know? Just live as Logan Paul for a single day, just one day.
Probably a lot of cocaine.
Yeah. Do you think he does drugs? Do you think big YouTubers do drugs? Do you think they have a drug problem?
Yes.
I don't know if he has a drug problem, but I mean, that dude is like hanging out with a lot of really wealthy people in LA. There's definitely coke.
Right.
Have we talked about Notch's Great Gatsby mansion parties?
No. I don't even really know much about any of that.
I think they talked about that on the H3 podcast, right?
I've talked about it a few times.
Or I don't know if I think. Yeah, or I think we talked about it too. Yeah, they're like really sad apparently, right?
I don't know. I just have to go to one.
Lets them like fuck it up.
I'd just be interested to see what the vibe's like there, especially because like you go there apparently and he's like just mining walls and shit and like putting up new shit all the time. You go out to his pool and he's like, and he's
pulls like putting like 30 cooked steak out of his pocket.
You look over at the pool and not just like looking at the ground and jumping up and putting dirt down until he's like 60 feet in the air.
You just hear him like scream. Hear him scream in a different room, and then he comes running from a different room and goes over and you hear.
But he's running completely stiff.
Yeah.
You walk down this long hall to the bathroom. You just hear. I should probably check that out.
Dude, if I was Notch and I had a massive Minecraft themed house, and like it kind of puts you in that space after a while, I would have little speakers hidden everywhere, and every once in a while I'd make one go off, and you just hear like, psst, and make people freak out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get creepered.
He sees a spider in his house, and he's like, oh.
Hits it with like a full-on sword.
It has a broadsword.
Little spider. Yeah. Puts holes in his wall. I will say Minecraft has some pretty good ambiance. Like just playing that, like I could fall asleep to that game. I fucking love Minecraft. I haven't played it in forever, but I love Minecraft.
I keep wanting to play more Minecraft. It's one of those things where you really need to be in the right mindset, because there's plenty of times I've started up, just punched 2 trees and been like, fuck this game. But if you go into it being like, I'm going to build this cool mansion, I'm going to do this, I'm going to build like a castle and a fortress, and I'm going to like go to the nether and go to the ender. Like once you have like a goal in mind, it's fuck, you can just lose like 4 days straight to that game. Or if you're playing online with friends,
there's been nights where like cause Sabrina and I used to play Minecraft like years ago, and like we would play for like 8 hours and not say a single word to each other. Like we're playing split screen, like yeah, and we just would not one single word, just play Minecraft on the same TV, not even talk to each other. And it's just like because we're both just so fucking entranced by Minecraft.
The best shit is like me and my friends used to do tons of like fantasy realm stuff. So like I remember one time it was completely by accident, but we started a server, all hopped on, and we all just accidentally became different fantasy races. So like some of us were humans, one of us became an elf and like planted the biggest forest we've ever seen. Me and my friend found a ravine, and we're like, we're gonna make this into a dwarf fortress inspired by Dwarf Fortress. But it was just, I don't know, it was just cool. And then we were like trading, and like we had wars between the different like factions and stuff. It was fucking awesome, and it was just so like natural. But it was also probably the last time I really had, all of us had time to just play excessively. Yeah. It was like, it was kind of, we're still in that like university part-time job kind of early phase before everyone got full-time jobs and smelly girlfriends and shit. Now no one has any time to do anything. But boy, that was a good time.
Sad stuff. Sad stuff.
But hey, now I got you guys. Man. So, you know.
Yeah.
We can play
we should play some Minecraft. James, would you like to play some Minecraft?
Beefboys.
Yes.
Yeah. James, what's your favorite block in Minecraft?
Yeah, what's your favorite block in Minecraft? Tell us.
Probably the cat.
I do like the cat. That's a good block.
You gotta find him in the jungle.
Hey, that's a good block. Hey, that's a good block.
That's a good block.
Hey,
Portney, put the cat block on screen.
Give me cat block.
Put 2 cat blocks on screen. Hey, look
duplicate
at that.
it 64 times. What's the most annoying edit we could do? Hey, Courtney, layer up 16 noise layers. Shit takes 2 hours to render, or like 3 seconds of footage.
Hey, Courtney, give me a fursuit. Here, I'll stay still.
Courtney, I swear to God, if you don't give him a fursuit, you're fucking
Thanks,
fired.
Courtney.
And a lot of noise.
Courtney.
A lot of noise over the
Yeah.
fursuit.
Yes, there it is.
Oh,
There it is.
he's free.
There it is.
The ghost of food mispast has left James.
So you guys have anything that just makes you happy for no reason? Like me and my friends used to go to this lake by my house, and we would just find the biggest rocks and throw them and watch them like splash, and it was always really fun. Like
That is
every
fun.
single time, it was just like, just throw the rock at the water, it splashes, and I smile. You guys ever have anything like that?
Absolutely. Those are little things you got to appreciate in life. I like I like people watching from my apartment, and I like to imagine I'm playing an RTS game, and I'm like building a little city, and I just watch the little people walk by, and I'm like, I wonder what their life's like.
But you do that completely naked.
Yeah,
So everyone
and
just looks
jerking
up
up
and
and
they
just
just see, like-
jelking.
You completely naked, fully erect, just staring down at the little people.
That's what brings me joy, is trying to run to my bedroom after the shower completely naked and hoping that no one on the street sees me, because I'm quite high up,
Yeah.
so I don't think anyone can, but I'm not entirely sure.
I'm a big fan. This is gonna be funny at all. This is just, I'm a big fan of like coastal ocean breeze. It makes me smile. It's
Yeah, I
kinda where
really like
grew
the
up up
smell
in Alaska.
of dead fish and piss too.
Yeah, fuck you, Andrew.
It's the
It
ocean,
does smell
bro.
kind of good. It
No,
does
I
smell
love
the
kinda
ocean.
good.
Can I tell one of the last
I
times
never had a
felt,
good ocean. I don't know.
one of the last times I truly felt euphoric was I brewed up a nice cup of coffee, a nice fat cup of joe. It was like late autumn, so it's kind of most of the leaves are off. It's quite cold, and I went and sat outside amongst the trees at my work, and I just vibed out, and I closed my eyes and I drank the coffee and just absorbed like all the nature around me, and it was lovely. There was
I'm
almost
not gonna
moments
lie,
where you kind of
I didn't hear what you said there, because I was trying to interpret like the beginning of the sentence, because for me I heard the last time a tree fell in Norfolk, and I was like, what the fuck did this guy just say?
Like how Kudos is telling this lovely story that we're all getting entrenched. Like, oh, that sounds nice. That sounds real nice. James like a tree fell in
And
Norfolk.
James is trying to
I
solve
thought he
the
was
That
going
is
with
a
the
real
metaphor,
sentence,
like,
though, is the funny thing.
if a tree falls in Norfolk, are you
Norfolk is a
gay?
real place.
Where's Norfolk?
Or North, yeah, it's in the UK. I think.
Fucking no.
Anyway,
James just willed an entire continent into existence.
I know Australia is like a continent, but is New Zealand? What is New Zealand part of?
New Zealand
Continent-wise,
is,
I guess.
it's just an island. I think. I don't think it's part of. Yeah, it's not part of anything, as far as I know.
just chilling out
Really?
It's
there.
just vibing.
Ecuador.
Yeah,
Just
I,
chilling.
also-
I guess I just
Ocean.
thought everything. I always thought everything belonged to a continent.
it might
You
do.
know, like, maybe
I
if
never
Britain,
did
like-
geology or
Yeah.
geography. I guess
Geology
both.
is rock.
Geography.
Sex ed.
But so was.
Anatomy.
Probably
Did-
astrology.
Hey, did you guys? I remember everyone at my school
Hey.
just did geology because you got to go on a 1 week trip. So like a school trip to like a town that was 2 hours away.
1 week,
It was like a week-long trip where you like studied it. Like it sounded
and you
fun.
stayed there.
Yeah, you stayed there. Yeah. Like you went on,
That's insane.
which was like
that's
cool.
cool.
But I knew kids who would pick that class literally just for that trip. So they had to spend a full however many weeks you spend at school doing geology, which, no offense to any geologists out there, not the most interesting to a lot of people.
Yeah, no, I remember
Just for that
segment of
one
Earth
trip.
Science.
Pretty much just so they
Yeah,
could get out of
geology
school.
was
Yeah.
geology was my entire. I don't know if it was the state, but definitely the county. It was like everyone in 8th grade just did geology the whole year.
Sure.
Which seems weird because there's definitely things you could learn that are more important than that. Like, something. I don't know.
Did you guys have classes like that where it's like people just chose like, or other people also just chose cooking because you got to get free food? Like, did you have any classes like that
Yeah.
where everyone was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
do this because it's
Absolutely.
really,
Yeah.
you get to do this thing or something?
Yeah.
I usually took nerdy shit like mythology and stuff though.
Oh, yeah, I did
Dude,
classics
wish
in
I
last
had
year. That was
been a
awesome.
mythology class. That'd be so fun.
Mythology. I took mythology in middle school and twice in high school, and it was always the best elective. It was so fucking
That
great.
sounds awesome.
I had classics, which is
Man,
pretty
art
much
electives are
that
fucking boring.
in last year of high school, and I was like, man, I wish I did this sooner because this is cool as hell. I think I bombed it though
Yeah.
because I realized I didn't need to try anymore. But but it was really fun.
It's funny. I did photography freshman year of high school, and it's funny because like we didn't really learn how to take pictures, and that's what I thought it was, but it was literally all just teaching us how to use Photoshop, and I did not pay attention, and like obviously years later, you know, kind of just had to learn. But like that was just the biggest fucking like misleading elective name ever. Like, oh cool, I'm gonna learn to take really cool pictures. But nope.
But no.
Just Photoshop.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like our shit was boring. Like I would have liked to take mythology or fucking.
Was there anything you
Whatever
like
the
people
fuck else.
took or you took just for like one very arbitrary reason? Like, oh, they don't give a lot of homework or something like that.
Yeah, I mean we had I forget what it's called. It's like not shop. Is it called shop? Like where you work on cars? Like they teach you how to like work on cars.
A bunch of different names I've heard. Shop
Probably.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
We had
metal
that.
shop
There
in
were-
our school.
There were a lot of people that would just like, it was literally, because I had a friend who was in that, and it was literally you just go in there, you just fucking crank some knobs on an engine. There was no homework. You just sit there all day like, this is a nut, this is a bolt, this is my dick, this is my balls. You know, that was it. That was the whole class.
We had that, but we had metal shop, which was that, and then we had wood shop. And our wood shop teacher, me and my friends all took wood shop our sophomore year because the wood shop teacher was like notorious for not doing anything, but also he was retiring this year. So like
He gave even
and it
less
was the
of a
last
shit.
semester of the year he was retiring. Yeah, so he had absolutely no misgivings about like the state of the room at the end of the semester because he never had to come back to it again. And
That's awesome.
we like, dude, we can talk about it in another episode because it's way longer and we're towards the end, but like we fucking set shit on fire. Like we stole this substitute's fucking lipstick and drew dicks all over an entire class's fucking projects and ruined them with her fucking lipstick.
With
we
her
fucking
lipstick.
we turned the eye wash station on because there was a separate office that the dude would go into and we would just sit there for an hour and a half and do nothing. And we turned the eye wash station on and plugged all the doors and flooded like a 4,000 square foot room with like water up to like the seats. It was fucking insane. And we never got in trouble for any of it. It was the coolest shit ever. And we never got in trouble for any of it. And then on the last day of school, my friend brought a milk back from lunch. And as the principal was walking into the room, he whipped it at one of the TVs that was like mounted up there, and he walked into like milk dousing him, and then like electric sparks like fucking like going off all over his head, and then that kid got fucking nerfed, bro. He got Mr. Block you.
The principal blocked him.
It was insane.
Oh god.
It's so fun.
I never got to pull off too much crazy. I was the oldest, and as people from my channel know, I grew up like super Christian conservative, so I was like too good. My brother pulled a lot more shenanigans, but in college, during film school, I definitely didn't steal things. I definitely, me and a friend.
That means
definitely,
he did.
Definitely
You sold drugs is what you're saying.
we definitely didn't walk out of the edit labs with a couple of the what are they called? It's the red like
Crack
footage
pipes.
transfer things.
Oh.
It's these things specifically that you put red magazines into to offload
Sure.
red footage, and they're like $150 each. And I was like, you never know if you use those. And then I didn't take them.
Is it the biggest heist you've ever pulled off?
I
Andrew?
think Doplex froze, or he didn't find Andrew's story funny at all.
I was
just paced.
actually nervous about that for half a second. I was like, oh god, Doplex hated my story.
Yeah. Oh, dude, this kid would always take wads of paper and put them up to the floor sander, which was like this huge mounted sander that you would
Yeah.
like fucking, you could sand like metal on it. Dude, I used to steal people's locks off their lockers and fucking sand their locks away and shit. It was so cool.
And then
but
put it
this
back.
kid would take wads of paper and put it up to that and set them on fire because of the friction. And then he would just like walk up behind people and drop them into their shirts like fully on fire. It was fucking crazy.
Holy shit. Your school
That
sounds
was
awesome.
like literally we just did the dumbest shit. It was insane.
Was that the biggest thing you've ever stolen, Andrew? Is those red transfer things? Or have you stolen anything else salacious?
Yeah, I'm not. My history of thievery.
Oh, that's within
alleged
statute of
thievery.
limitations, I should say. That's out of the statute of
Yeah,
limitations.
my alleged thievery history is not too illustrious. I did dodge like a $200 fine after my thesis film because when you get stuff out of the vault, as it's called, which has like millions of dollars of equipment, you have to sign, and they do like a check on all your equipment, and then you check it out. You go film your thesis film for a week or however long you need. You come back, you check it all in, and my grip, my key grip had left a clamp at the building we filmed at, and then a couple of other things were like missing or damaged, but they had already been damaged before I got them. But because you signed the thing, they're like, oh, too bad. And I was like, fuck you, Liberty. I've already given you enough money. So they kept emailing me the last year I was there, like, you still owe this money. And I was like, yeah, dude, yeah, I'm going to pay it back. And then I left.
Get fucked on, Liberty. Oh, that's pretty good. How about you, James? You stolen anything crazy?
Doplex is frozen once again.
Yeah, I know.
Very
I just snapped it.
By my story.
I don't think I remember the only time I was never a big like thief kind of guy, you know, I don't know. But fucking cocksucker. There we go. I remember the only time I've stolen something was I liked this girl a lot in like 7th grade, and she was kind of like a badass. And
nice.
we went to like our local 7-Eleven, and she wouldn't let me leave unless and it wasn't even for her, it was for me. It was like she was like, you need to do this. And she was it was like, unless I stole like a Gatorade and a pack of Hubba Bubba bubble tape, like specifically those two things.
Those aren't
and she
like
didn't
small
want them and
things
didn't
either.
take them after. Yeah, and I stole them, and then I felt like fucking horrible afterwards, so I just like patronized the store again over exorbitantly like the next week.
That's a terrifying idea, like the idea of being in that situation, because I know I would be like, I would also probably be like, yeah, I'll do this for a girl when I'm like 15 or 16, but I'd like morally just feel like, oh, and then I'd just be incredibly nervous as gonna get in trouble, but like all these conflicting emotions.
Well, I was definitely down to do that because that was the same girl that I came very close to at my 8th grade talent show, which talent show should be outlawed. Like, that probably drives so many kids to just ending it all. But in my 8th grade talent show, I was gonna be Eminem, and she was gonna be Rihanna in Love the Way You Lie, and we were totally serious about it and shit. And like that is one of the I'll be in the shower in the morning and like fall down because that hits me in my brain at the wrong moment.
Awful. Oh god, I wish that happened. So we had footage of it.
And we had
If I was willing to do that, I was willing to kill.
Doplex.
Hey.
Well, then outside of the statute of limitations, what have you stolen? What's the greatest boat lick you've ever pulled?
What have you allegedly stolen?
Sorry. By the way, just for clarity, like all of these are just made up. None of these stories happened.
These are all made up.
All of these are jokes.
Yeah.
But Doplex, theoretically, if you just really quickly had a joke thing you stole that sounds really realistic, what would it be? But that didn't happen.
Oh, okay. God, I don't even know
Mexican
where to begin
citizenship.
Allegedly, I was a bit of a kleptomaniac.
Oh god.
Yeah,
I could definitely see that.
Yeah, like
come,
even
James?
as a kid.
How come, James?
Yeah, James, you want to elaborate?
Yeah, how come?
Dude,
How
I
come?
was trying-
Does that have something to do with the pigment of my skin?
No, it's because Doplex was a fucking little seeny weeny hardcore kid like me, and I know exactly what we did.
Can we just a quick side? Just laughing at people who are like, oh great, 4 white guys have started a podcast. You're real original. Doplex is just like, oh,
Oh, okay.
it's all the purple.
I mean,
it's all the
I
purple
won't
blue.
lie.
It throws people
Under
off.
this blue light, under this blue light, I do look quite Caucasian. I do look
under
quite,
this
you still look
bisexual lighting.
Anyway, so allegedly, when I was a kid, I did a lot of stealing from Target.
Fuck yeah.
A lot,
Yes.
allegedly, as a joke, right? Like,
Allegedly.
I would. So here's the thing, like I would steal like a bunch of video games because this was like back when they would just keep like the video games like
Sure.
just like on the shelf, and like
Yeah.
we would take them
So
allegedly
ballsy.
we'd go to like the pants section and like keep in mind I was like 8
Allegedly.
years old, dude. Like I was a fucking kid. I would
Allegedly.
take like these PS2 games and like stuff them in my pants.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. And then as a kid, or I mean, when I was in high school, I had a pair of scissors that I would always keep in my backpack because when my friends and I would go to the mall, allegedly, we would just like cut the fucking tags off shit and just like stuff them like in
Nice.
between our backpack and our
Allegedly.
back, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I
None of
feel
this
like
is
I'm
real, by
outing
the way.
myself to be like the worst fucking person. But keep,
Allegedly.
when I was
No,
a
dude.
kid, I want to blanket that. I was
And
I
life
was
is a
kid-
nightmare.
I'd like
Yeah,
to point out that Doplex had like a weird rough childhood and then ended up becoming the nicest guy in
Yes.
existence. So, you know, it's
Dude,
it's the
it's
journey we
epic.
take.
Fuck the
It's a
corporations.
hashtag glow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Hashtag,
boys.
hashtag
Thank you.
bro up.
Right, bro. Oh, I
Hashtag
like that.
throw up on
Yeah.
my dick.
Okay.
Now,
Yes.
Doplex, did you ever
That
see-
happened to my friend.
I was a real goody
Yeah,
two
there-
shoes, so I never really did any of this stuff. But there was guys at my school who essentially did what you did, Doplex, where they'd hit the warehouse, which is like our version of like Walmart, I suppose. And they would always just go and like racks tons of like chocolate bars, like the really big ones and shit. And they'd just show up
Yeah.
to school on Monday with a backpack full of chocolate bars, and they'd sell them like a giant thing of chocolate for like $1 or $2. And you're like, I'm not going to ask where this came from or why you're selling it. I'm just going to buy it. And
You
then a
guys-
bunch of candy.
Right.
You guys ever have shit like that, like a business venture when you were really young? Because in elementary school, I used to tell kids to bring in their Nerf guns because I knew how to mod Nerf guns so that
That's
they would
badass.
shoot way fucking harder. like you could make those little Nerf ones with like the rubber tips like sting with how hard they would shoot if you took the right springs out and stuff. And I would charge kids like fucking $5 to mod their Nerf guns. And it was kind of
kinda
popping.
hard.
That's that
James
is
You
was
had,
an
like, a little
arms dealer.
You were an arms dealer.
An arms dealer.
Yeah.
He's
was
the
pretty
NPC
dope.
you
Like-
go to modify your weapon, put like scopes and shit on it.
I got
Yeah.
I got caught and got in like a lot of trouble, but a lot of trouble at my fucking like white ass blue ribbon elementary school was I had to talk to the school mascot, and it was my principal, and he would put tiger slippers on his hands and like go down behind his desk and make you like talk to the fucking what's it called when you tell someone you did something wrong, like a priest?
Confession?
What the fuck is that?
Confessional?
Yeah, confession. I'm so stupid. You had to like confess to the tiger slippers.
That's really like
sounds
that's
weird.
either
It's
really
weird.
deranged or kind of sweet, and I can't tell. Like,
It was
Yeah.
no, it was sweet. He was a really nice guy.
okay,
but
that's
Okay.
good.
telling it without that context is funnier.
All I can
Yeah.
imagine is
Sorry,
like some
Dr.
Mr.
Crow.
Garrison type,
Yeah.
like fucking bending over and being like, "Talk to the slipper."
Yeah, I'm imagining like a really sweaty guy. Like,
Yeah.
Talk to the slippers. Meanwhile, he's like upskirting you, like under his desk.
Donnie Trump ruined sitting with your arms crossed as a fat guy. Because I look like such a fucking
Did he do that?
troglodyte like this. Yeah, that dude, he always fucking sat like this, and now I look like
You know,
a
you remind me more of
fucking
the
trog.
furry avatar about to drop some truths about homosexuality or something.
yeah, can you get a little bit more to the right, so that way you're leaving room for the images behind you? in the classroom?
Just
Has anyone
I
ever done?
approve of
Testament
this.
says
Has anyone ever
about
done
the
that
gays.
an avatar thing, but it's just photographs of themselves?
What do you mean?
Well, Matt
Like, because
Pat
they're always
does
drawn avatars, but what if you just had photos of yourself being like,
I think I've done that.
that. Matt Pat does that.
oh yeah, I guess
Except he
so.
just-
It's just the
Wait,
one
guys,
same
listen to
photo.
this really quick.
Yeah. Huh? Oh no.
Courtney, you can cut that if it's not funny. But that's
Courtney,
kinda
add that
funny.
in 10 times in a row right now.
Yeah. I like that you. Thank you for adding reverb to that.
The reverb was nice.
I turned auto tune on with reverb, but if that
Oh,
auto tuned,
yeah.
it would have been perfect.
I thought you were going to say, I
If
didn't
you
think there
ever
was any
get a
reverb
good
involved. I
one
thought that was
cooked
just
up.
it.
Yeah.
It's very
All right,
echoey
sorry.
in his ass.
Andrew wasn't enough of a capitalist as a child to have a side hustle, but I know Doplex had a side hustle.
Side hustle. Let me think. I mean, really, all I could think of. I mean, I wasn't really. I mean, I guess I was younger. I think I was probably like, maybe. I was probably like 18 or something. But my friend went to Humboldt, which is a place. I think that's how you say it. It's a place in like, you know, up in California where they grow all the weed. Anyway, he went up there to like help trim some like weed plants or something. And he came back and he brought a jar of like the shit that falls off. And keep in mind, at the time I didn't really smoke much weed. I mean, I still don't really smoke that much. But he brought back
Except
this
when
jar.
we're trying to make a logo and you're fucking
Yeah,
like, wait, can we
exactly.
put green in this one? Or
Anyway, so he brings this jar back, and then we had the bright idea, oh, hey, we can make brownies, not really knowing how to make edibles.
oh
And
god,
No.
so we had like, keep in mind, this thing was like fucking like this big.
Was it
Like,
hemp?
It was massive. No, it was like shakes. It was just like basically like the powder weed that falls off like the big plants.
yeah.
So we make like a bunch of like butter and just like all the shit that you make brownies with, and we like made a fuck ton of brownies, and we would go to shows and we would just like sell these brownies allegedly.
I deleted
It's funny because we're all organized with them. We're like, the blue is the really strong one, the red is the kind of weak one. Like we had them like categorized, and we made like a pretty good hustle out of just selling brownies. I think that's really like it. Just
I
selling
think
weed
were they
brownies.
any
That's fucking
goods?
crazy though. That's like that's mad jail time.
Yeah.
I did have a side hustle. I made birdhouses.
Of course you did, you fucking disgusting Christian
Shut
little
the fuck
bitch.
up! Get him out of
Fucking-
here!
This
Get him
sounded
outta
back to
here.
your childhood.
Doplex
fucking-
literally selling drugs. James would
I made
modify
birdhouses.
weapons.
I
I'm at
made
birdhouses.
No, that's pretty cool though, Andrew.
No,
That is pretty cool.
birdhouse.
I wish I could make a birdhouse.
That is badass.
Tell us. So, Andrew, tell us about your
how
birdhouse.
big was the
making.
how big was the
So-
pussy on that birdhouse?
Yeah.
What kind of tighten it a little bit.
Puss.
Oh,
Andrew, be honest. At least once did you look at it and consider trying to put your dick in the hole?
no, nah, it wasn't for me.
You gotta have
My
like a
uncle-
Coke can dick to make that work.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
some
not gonna feel
birdhouses are like a little bit
yeah,
more
some are smaller.
anatomically, Speaking from experience, I've fucked many birdhouses.
I've
Allegedly.
I never had a side hustle, but I did have an idea for a wee while of like someone could hire me and my friends to roll up and ruin a party. I thought that would be kind of fun, but like in a really subtle way. Like don't just run in and be like, "Ugh," and like try and weasel our way in. And like what's like the most damage you could do in like really subtle ways? Like just like loosening the S bend a little bit behind the toilet so the next person who uses it like floods the toilet, or like just unplugging the fridge. Just like little things you could do that wouldn't like point to you being the villains, but would just subtly ruin the party over the night.
Right.
Obviously never
Start
did it.
spreading like little
'cause
rumors
that's an
about
awful
other
idea,
people. Like, yeah, that guy was talking shit about you. I don't know why. And then you just walk away.
Yeah, just start fights and shit. Yeah, like scratch up the music player or something. Like just run a magnet over their iPod they've got really quickly. Just really subtle things you could do to fucking ruin someone's party.
You go on
Ruin the
fucking
vibe.
YouTube and put on like a song that isn't like cut for radio, and there's a 45-second sketch in the middle, and just everyone stands there awkward as shit.
You make a playlist of nothing
one
but
early.
those. And then also, okay, it's a mixture of those funny songs that aren't good for a party, like like songs that only you
Your
and
favorite Martian.
like Crazy Frog and like meme songs that like only
Bro, Crazy
Gummy
Frog. Well, it depends on what. If you're drinking, maybe not. But if you're doing like fucking Coke, Crazy Frog's probably epic.
I'm talking about like when you're like 16, 17 and you're trying to be cool as hell and everyone's just like blasting like pop and like hip hop, and then if you just came and started being like, yo, check out the Lonely Island, it's like I love that shit, but the mood would just fucking fly off a cliff with all these like hip teenagers. So that it'd be nothing but that skits from albums, and then songs with really long skits in the music video.
Oh god.
And you fucking Watch Dogs,
Sounds like a
you like
bet.
Watch Dogs hack that into their iPod or something, and they can't turn it off.
Yeah. I don't know why, but that reminds me of like back when you'd go to Target and they'd have like the speakers on display and you could like pop your iPod in there. This is like back when like, you know, they had like the iHomes and like the
Yes.
iPods with like that big long
Fucking
pin.
iHomes.
And like we'd go there and we'd put our iPods on or like our, you know, whatever, even like our iPhones, we'd put them on there and we'd like crank it. We'd play like porn or something. So like just through the hallway,
Oh, that's it. Yeah, exactly.
through the aisles.
I've done that before because if you go on Spotify and search porn, you can just there's just porn noises. Like you can really
Listens to
easily
that.
blast porn sounds. So
That's
yeah,
my favorite podcast.
if you Courtney, put 16 in here right now. But if
Yeah.
you really wanted to just ruin a party, just screaming porn noises out of nowhere, especially if like it was some dude's iPod that he put on, like everyone would immediately
Dude,
think it
yeah.
was him.
Did you ever see that? Did you ever see that video of the woman in Target and she's got like her kid, she's a very young kid, like in the car with her, and somebody started playing porn over the intercom. So you just like this mom is like frantically going through the store and you just hear. And the kid starts like crying because she doesn't know what's going on. She just hears this like moaning, and her mom's like, "What the fuck?"
I love those videos of people
It's
in like
such a
Target or
good
something. They get
video.
like the employee intercom and they just fart in it, and it's like you did before, James. But like the reverb is real. Like it's just like
Yeah.
throughout the whole store.
Isn't that where the reverb fart comes from? Or am I wrong?
I think
I'm
that
wrong.
I
I'm
have
pretty
no
sure
idea
I'd
where it
heard.
comes from.
I think I've heard unreverbed fart before, and then someone just slapped the heartiest reverb on it possible, and now it's gone.
I mean, just in case nobody knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, go ahead. That's it.
Oh.
There it is.
Gold.
There he is.
There he is.
the one.
Get him.
Pure
There it
mean
is.
gold.
Hey,
When
should we-
all else
the one.
fails,
Moon Knight.
should we
we
beef
hit him
this
with
up?
that. You know, speaking of
Beef up this pussy.
not knowing what to do
Cut it right
or
there.
how to end it, James, could you please cue us out of this episode?
Speaking of having a beefy
what?
pussy,
Hi, my name's Corpse. I'm gonna be on Jimmy Fallon tomorrow.
Hey.
Fuck me until you kill me, until you cover me, until
I
you
told you Corpse was here.